Hi, I'm Lane Montgomery. I live in the city of Jackson. I just wanted to talk about a couple of the things. I wanted to speak in support of Daniel Mahoney's resolution. And I also wanted to speak in opposition to a resolution that I read that was supposedly written by Chairman Shotwell that I feel like really was kind of a ripoff of this other resolution and then just used, you know, his own power to appoint people to it instead of actually relying on community members locally, you know, coming from different parts of the county, actually representing the community. It seemed like he was trying to get a predetermined outcome instead of actually following through on justice, which is really what we're looking for with this resolution, to make sure that we don't have the same kind of outcomes in Jackson County that are determined by race that we have everywhere else in this country, because we don't address things like hunger and nutrition and education and actually something for people to do when their parents are working because they have to support a family, and housing, affordable housing for people so they are not spending half of their income on paying for a house. Now, I realize a lot of you on the county commission here don't live in communities with people of color, and that's okay. But you should take this as an opportunity to educate yourself, because every person that is a stakeholder that has spoken here tonight, whether it be from the hospital or from the Aware Shelter or any number of supporting organizations, is in support of Daniel Mahoney's resolution as written, not amended, not something else. I see the rest of my time. Thank you.
Emily?
Hi, yes, this is Emily Wunsch, and I'm an RN. I appreciate the commissioner's opening statement and the others' public comments, particularly about systemic racism, all of which I echo. Over and over, again and again, we see that safety and law enforcement do not always go hand in hand. Sadly and frequently, police are responsible for causing more safety hazards than they are protecting us from. And overwhelmingly, the consequences of those hazards are borne by Black and brown Americans. It should not have to be said that this is an untenable, unacceptable, and unsustainable situation that must be addressed in every community across this country. Therefore, I request an opportunity to hear from Jackson County leadership regarding the law enforcement system and practice in Jackson, including what changes have been made in the recent past, current status, where things stand now, and most importantly, about where we are going, what changes are envisioned, and what is the timeline for getting there. We, the people, need to know when, where, and how to participate in discussing these changes. To be successful, these discussions must include general community members at the table. The burden of figuring out how to fix our systems must be taken up by all of us and not left solely in the hands of elected or appointed officials. We all need to be part of the decision-making process and the work to achieve the needed change. We can only move forward to achieve a society that functions under rule of law and that is just and equitable when we start from an objective that includes a law enforcement system that is accountable, transparent, and safe for all members of our community, regardless of race, income, or status. Promoting a law and order society does not and cannot preclude the responsibility it has to be performed in a just and equitable manner. I ask and expect that soon there will be information easily accessible on the county website that addresses my request for presentation and discussion about where we have been, where we are, and where we are going. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak this evening.
Mr. Chair, at this time, all the participants who have requested to speak have had an opportunity to speak or are not present.